What are we seeing today? Is this a watershed moment for crypto? Is this something else? How should investors view this?
So up until Wednesday's approval from the SEC, the $30 trillion advised wealth management industry in the U.S. had largely been cut out of the crypto sector. And, very few U.S. investors have any sort of material allocation to Bitcoin at this point, despite it being one of the best performing asset classes of the last 18 months. You've got the VanEck CEO making the point that a lot of fiduciaries, financial advisors, and frankly, the banks have been told to steer clear of crypto up till now. That changes today. You've got Standard Chartered anticipating fund inflows of $50 to $100 billion into these spot ETFs in the U.S. by the end of this year. And that's just the primary flows. We're not even looking at the secondary flows here in terms of other publicly listed funds that are now changing their prospectus filings with the SEC so that they can allocate more of their assets under management to Bitcoin.
Right. So a lot of different moving parts here. I think for our audience, we want to figure out, does this make crypto more of an investable asset? Do you think it changes how portfolio managers see cryptocurrency, specifically Bitcoin?
Yeah, that's certainly the trend in what we're seeing so far. Just in the first week of January, we saw mutual fund manager advisors, Preferred Trust update their prospectus with the SEC so that they can allocate 15% of their assets to some sort of indirect exposure to Bitcoin, perhaps through Grayscale ProShares. And it's a trend that's catching on. I spoke to Bitwise's chief investment officer, and he says that financial advisors and family offices are really the primary market that ETFs unlock. That includes RAs, it includes eventually wirehouses, and that's a many trillion-dollar market. He's saying that among the financial advisors that they work with, portfolio allocations to crypto going in the range of 1% to 5% here.
So I do want to ask you this other question. So today we just showed the cryptocurrency complex, if you will. Bitcoin's the underperformer out the group. Any reason why? Is this almost like a sell on the news event that people are less excited about Bitcoin because of the news?
We saw this huge jump in Ethereum, actually, and that's like where the next round of applications are, these spot Ethereum ETFs. As you noted, we are seeing prices moving higher this morning, and there was that question of whether we'd see a sell the news event once we got the slew of approvals. But the larger point here is that we're seeing a lot of asset managers put out more recommendations that they're going to allocate more of their portfolios to the crypto space, and that would be a net positive for the industry overall.